It's Jeep time! What do you got, Darren?
Hey, so I want to show you guys an axle shaft. So this came out of the front of a Rubicon 44. Let me grab the dial caliper. I believe this is the way it would work. So we got, I'll do this fast. So we are at 1/340. An inch 340. We're actually, yep, we're just slightly smaller. So this is what I wanted to show you is, imagine this being an RCV. Now, if you guys actually had an RCV this style in a 30 spline or smaller, you're not going to have near the issues. But with what we did, yes. So the reason is you could actually, you can come on over here. You could have this on here. Let me put her on here quick. Come on, come on, come on, come on, let's go. You could have your knuckle on here. You could slide your boot in and slide that entire shaft in. Now that was if it's an RCV. All right, we're going to jump to the previous video that we've already shot, showing how to take apart an RCV the way we ordered it, because we always have to do something different. So either way, check this video out. So here's the problem with the RCV that we have. We went up to 35 splines on these RCVs, and so I'm going to take this shaft out and show you. When you go to 35 spline, that boot back in there, it can't slide off. So come on in here. So for this boot will not go through this knuckle. So we can't just pull this out. Now this will fit through there. We're going to want to be really careful to keep this clean, but it won't come through. So and when this is all the way in, if you loosen this, you can't drop it down. What I got thinking about, I was like, what if I slide the boot in, and because I do not want to take this whole thing apart. I was like, what if I drop this down, slide the boot in, pull the shaft out. You guys will get it. Because let's say you need the spindle, because this thing is going to be a whole lot easier to separate one side. See, oh man, almost down. See, it's literally laying on the shaft. Well, all we got to do is pull this. Let me.
Yep, there you go.
There we go. So now all I have to do, since this will fit over here, and since I'm wanting to really keep this thing clean, you do not want garbage in that RCV. Got the knuckle off. Now let me pull the RCV out so you guys can see what I'm dealing with. That boot can't go any further. So the way the RCV has you putting it in, you put the first shaft in, which is this smaller shaft. Put that in, and then you slide your boot over. Let me see if I'm doing that right. Mm-hmm. And then you put
the end on.
Then you put your knuckle on, and either way. But once it's together, this thing's extremely difficult to come apart, especially with that behemoth shaft right there. So what I found out is if you pull this partially out, slide the boot back, it will give you just enough room to drop that knuckle out to bring it out. Either way. So prior to this, I've been mad. I'm like, why did we buy RCVs? I mean, I was almost to the point, I'd rather things just break out on the trail because how difficult these things are to install and disassemble. You guys are probably asking, why did I tear this thing apart? And well, because the axle shafts are bottoming out. And we got to see what's going on. So we're not sure if it's our spindles, knuckles or whatever that came from Black Magic, or the RCVs, it looks like it's possibly 125 to, well, either way, 1/8 of an inch to 1/4 of an inch too long. So, but before I make calls to either of them companies, I'm doing my job and I'm taking all the measurements myself. So that's what I am. I want to see where they messed up first. So, all right. Either way, there's nothing out there that I was able to find showing that you could do that. And this is on an 06 Jeep Rubicon. That's a hybrid 44. Came from East Coast Gear Supply, right?
Yeah.
I always have troubles with their name. Either way, East Coast Gear.
Just show them the high pinion.
So it's a high pinion 44, but we got essentially 1-ton internals. So we have everything 35 spline in there, and yeah. But these suckers are a pain. But I think I can deal with this. As long as I'm not having to disassemble this sucker every time to get her back apart. But at least I got my shaft out so I can start taking some better measurements. Alright, hopefully this tip helped.